It's a game that I recently bought to try because it looked really fun, and it actually kind of is. In case you're wondering, Next Day Survival is a early access survival game, which to you might be like, really another one, which I've heard that a lot from people, but I think you should give it a try because it is a great game and it is truly a $10 gem. Like, it has a couple bugs, but other than those few minor bugs, it is a very solid game, especially for being an early access game. Like, the fact that it's an early access game blows me away that it's not, like, buggy or nothing, because it just came out like a couple weeks ago, I think it was. But there is a lot of things you can do in it. The map is kind of small, but it doesn't fit that many people. So I mean, I think the servers are limited to 24, which you might say is not much, but it actually serves to make some very tight and very on your toes gameplay. Even doing any small mission, you have to be on your toes and ready for somebody to jump out of the bushes. I mean, the map isn't as small as it sounds. I mean, it's still open world and it's still big enough that it'll take you a while to get from place to place, but it's not as big as you would expect. I'm gonna just lay that out right now. It does have a crafting system, but I haven't really been able to experiment with it. It's fairly easy. All you do is just like plug in a couple items, and then if it makes something, then you just get it. Your character does it, and then bam. You can forage for food. It has a fairly realistic food and drink system. You can level up your characters, like stats and stuff, by doing specific things. So like if you're running everywhere, which you do, you automatically upgrade your like physique, your physical ability, which allows you to run faster. Hunting, killing things, killing other players levels up your combat skill. And there's a couple other skill trees in general, just so that you can, just more things to level up. And there's quests everywhere, NPCs at each spot that sometimes gives you quests. I haven't found any of the other ones except for this one guy in the starting little town that gives you a line of quests to do. And then a very big aspect of the game is the two factions, the traders and the civilians. Sorry, I had to think of that there. These factions battle with each other, both struggling to survive. Now, the civilians are kind of like the good guys. They're the helpful ones, and then the looters. Oh, not the traders. I just realized I called the looters the traders. The looters they're kind of like the eviler kind of people. They loot things. Obviously, they're called the looters. Why wouldn't they loot things? A lot of times they're the guys that'll kill you, because I have noticed that sometimes the looters will be the guys looking for other people and shooting. But what I was mentioning earlier, I accidentally called the looters the traders. The traders, you become a trader for however long, it's a certain period of time, if you shoot somebody from your own faction. So if I'm a civilian, which I am, and I shoot another civilian, I become a trader for however long. I don't know. I think the time limit increases every time, and you cannot go to any shops. You can't trade with people. Everybody hates you, and yeah, it's really just death in general for traders. But it's not a zombies game, actually, which is kind of surprising, the way they kind of like the branding of the game and the videos kind of make it look like a zombies game, but there is no zombies, and I guess they do not say it's zombies. It's just a normal everyday, game. But foraging for food, animals to hunt, the quest line's pretty cool, although there is a couple bugs in that. There is battles every now and then, and if you go to any big city and start trying to find some guns or something, you probably will find somebody, especially if you're in a more populated server. One thing I do really like about the game is the atmosphere and the graphics. Okay, the graphics aren't like amazing compared to some other like AAA games and stuff, but the way they do it, okay, the game is a very gritty art style, very dark game, and they mix that very well with the music, because the music is always kind of like, it's very atmospheric. It's kind of keeps the suspense up, but it also can kind of let you relax every now and then. And it does very good to make a good atmosphere for the game. It can keep you on your toes, especially keep you on your toes. Sometimes the music will just like change and you don't know why. And a lot of times there is no reason. It's literally just for the atmosphere. It's really cool how it works. It's a very solid game, especially for how early it is. You pretty much spawn in. and you do have to find clothes or sit by a campfire for the night if you don't have clothes, because you can die from cold. There's a lot of diseases you can catch, hypothermia. I know eating rotten things or bad berries, the red berries. Stay away from red berries. Don't eat those. They give you stomach flu. There's a lot of statuses that you can get, like sicknesses, hunger, water, and the game does tell you. Like, yeah, there's a little icon in the corner. When it's green, it means, you know, you're gonna get hungry soon. Like if it shows like the little forks, it means you're kind of getting hungry, but it's still good. Don't have to eat yet. And then it gets yellow, and then it goes to red, and then when it's like really really bad, it flashes red, like saying, hey, you need to do this now. But yeah, like the only really bad thing I can think about the game is that there is a bug that if you're doing a quest and you die, a lot of times the game refuses to let you pick the quest up again until you exit and go back in. Although I imagine that they're gonna fix it. It's a third person only game, but there is supposed to be first person in the future. Finding guns and stuff it's actually pretty easy. I remember, like, I went to a town and I found a gun sitting in a house. I mean, I got a little lucky, but ammo is very scarce, but you can buy it from the traders. You can also deposit stuff in the traders, which is pretty helpful, especially if you know you're going into a dangerous situation and you don't want to take certain things in there, but you don't want to lose them when you die. Because if you die, finding your body again is very hard, especially if somebody loots it, because then you have nothing left because somebody just took all your stuff. The community, though, is very friendly. The community is pretty awesome. Like, a lot of times, there's not a whole lot of a-holes in the game, I should say. People, every now and then, like, there was once where some guy was just camping outside the safe zone waiting for new players so he could just kill them. But that was once. And I have not met anybody else like that. And a lot of people, like, as soon as you drop in, you might be getting new players asking, like, hey bro, you want to join up and help? I can help you out. Or, hey, you want to learn the game together? I got that the first time. I see people helping new players out all the time, teaching them kind of the ins and outs of the game. It's just very friendly. It's a very good community, I would say, and I really like that see people helping out the newer players. I did help out one other guy. I had like some ammo and some guns I really didn't need, so I just kind of dropped one for him because he needed one for a quest. And yeah, I mean, the community is really good. I cannot stress that enough, how awesome the community is. But anyways, I recommend this game in full. It's a very, very good game. Something you should try. It's only $10 on Steam, which is a very good price for a game this solid, and is just a very good game. Trust me, you will love it if you try it. So that's all for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Lost Ghost Gamer out.